If banks actually taught you how money works, they'd go completely out of business. Just let that sink in for a second. Because if saving money made people rich, your bank would be throwing parades and popping champagne every time you opened a savings account. And if good credit actually built wealth, millionaires would be flexing credit scores instead of assets. If working harder guaranteed financial freedom, your boss wouldn't be driving a nicer car than you. So my goal for this video is to expose 12 truths about money that banks quietly hope you never find out. Because once you do, the game changes fast. Oh, and sorry to break it to you, but the truth about money is uncomfortable. It's boring, it's simple, and it completely contradicts what most people are taught. So let's not waste time and jump straight into truth number one. Truth number one, banks don't make money by making you rich. All right, here's the first truth I need to explain to you. And it's the one people hate the most. Banks do not exist to help you build wealth. They exist to extract it slowly, politely, and legally. Just think about it. Banks make money when you leave cash sitting, you stay in debt longer, you borrow more than you should, you don't understand interest. A rich customer who knows how money works is a low-profit customer. That's why banks pay you 0.01% interest on savings, charge you 18 to 29% on credit cards, push convenient monthly payments, never teach compounding in reverse. Banks want you calm, compliant, and confused. They don't want you asking, why does my money grow slower in savings than my debt grows on a card? Because once you ask that, the illusion cracks. And once you realize banks profit from confusion, the next truth hits even harder because it explains why saving feels useless. Truth number two, saving money won't make you wealthy. Now, I already know this one's going to trigger some people, but it's something I gotta say. Saving money is defensive. Wealth building is offensive. Saving keeps you from drowning. It does not get you to shore, because let's be clear, you should save, but only enough to stop emergencies from controlling you. After that, excess saving actually slows you down. Why? Because inflation quietly eats your cash while you're proud of being responsible. Your money loses buying power every year, even when the number stays the same. Saving without investing is like putting gas in a parked car and wondering why you're not moving. Banks love savers who don't invest. That money gets lent out. They earn returns. You get crumbs. Now that you know saving isn't the end game, the next truth explains why debt is the real trap, not spending. Truth number three, debt is designed to keep you working. Now, if you've been following me for a while, you already know what I'm about to say. Bottom line, debt isn't evil. Uncontrolled consumer debt is. Banks don't fear debt. They engineer lifestyles around it. Monthly payments keep you dependent on income, afraid to take risks, emotionally attached to jobs you hate. Debt turns freedom into a fantasy. And the trick is subtle. They don't sell you debt. They sell you comfort now and pain later. Cars, phones, furniture, affordable payments. But here's the real cost nobody tells you. Debt steals future time. Every dollar you owe is a future hour you must work. That's why wealthy people obsess over cash flow, leverage with purpose, using debt to buy assets, not lifestyles. And once you understand debt steals time, the next truth explains why income alone will never save you. Truth number four, a high income won't fix bad money skills. Now, I gotta admit, this one hurts. Because it's true. Making more money does not fix money problems. It magnifies them. That's why athletes go broke, lottery winners relapse, high earners live paycheck to paycheck. Money exposes habits. It doesn't replace them. Banks love high earners with poor discipline. They borrow bigger, spend faster, stay trapped longer. Wealthy people don't focus on income first. They focus on systems. Systems beat salaries. And by the way, if you want to learn more about developing true generational wealth, when you finish watching this, go back and watch our Financial Freedom series to fully understand how. Make sure to subscribe to the channel to stay updated on all of our upcoming videos. But anyways, this leads perfectly into the next truth, because this is where the real separation happens. Truth number five, cash flow matters more than net worth. I need you to understand this clearly. Net worth is a snapshot. Cash flow is oxygen. You can have $1 million house and still panic over a $1,000 expense. You can have modest assets and sleep peacefully every night. Banks push net worth because it feels impressive. Wealth builders focus on cash flow because it feels stable. Cash flow buys time, optionality, calm. and calm is priceless. And speaking of calm, the next truth explains why rich people don't stress about money the way everyone else does. Truth number 6, rich people buy time, not things. Now check this out because this one literally flips everything. This is basically how it goes. Poor and middle class thinking, how much does it cost? Wealthy thinking, how much time does this buy me back? They outsource, they automate, they delegate. Banks want you trading time for money forever. That's predictable, that's controllable. Time-rich people become system builders, and systems compound. And once you start thinking in time instead of dollars, the next truth becomes obvious and dangerous. Truth number 7, compounding works against you before it works for you. Let's be real. Everyone loves compound interest when they're earning it. Nobody talks about compound interest when they're paying it. Credit cards compound, fees compound, bad habits compound. Banks rely on negative compounding first. That's why breaking even feels impossible early on. You're fighting years of backward math, but once you flip it, momentum becomes unfair. And once momentum flips, you'll understand why banks don't talk about this next truth at all. Truth number 8, money is a skill, not a moral issue. Now, I need you to stop being fooled because you're not bad with money. You're untrained. Banks benefit from shame. Shame keeps people quiet. Quiet people don't ask questions. Money is a language. Most people never learned it. Once you stop judging yourself, learning becomes easy. And when learning becomes easy, the next truth changes how you see risk. Truth number 9, playing it safe is the riskiest move. Basically, I need to say safety is a feeling, not a strategy. Inflation is risky. Stagnant income is risky. Dependence is risky. Banks sell safety because it keeps you parked. Real safety comes from multiple income streams, transferable skills, assets that work without you. And this leads to the most misunderstood truth of all, ownership. Truth number 10, ownership beats labor every time. Okay, now here's the part nobody likes to hear because it kills the hard work fantasy. You cannot work your way into real wealth. You have to own your way there. Labor pays once. Ownership pays again, and again, and again. When you work a job, your income is capped by hours in a day, your energy, your health, someone else's approval. Banks love labor-based income because it's predictable. Predictable income is easy to lend against, easy to control, easy to trap. But ownership is dangerous to the system because ownership breaks the paycheck loop. And here's the sneaky part banks never emphasize. They'll happily finance ownership. They just won't teach you how to get it. They'll give you loans for cars that depreciate, degrees that expire, lifestyles that leak money, but they stay very quiet about buying assets, acquiring equity, building cash flow machines, owning pieces of systems that scale. Because once you own something that pays you without your presence, your relationship with money changes permanently. You stop chasing raises. You stop fearing layoffs. You stop needing permission to live. And the moment ownership enters your life, even on a small scale, labor becomes optional, not mandatory. And once you understand why ownership wins, the next truth hits like a slap because it proves that intelligence isn't what builds wealth. Simplicity is. Truth number 11. Boring money wins. This truth is where most people quietly lose the game because it's not exciting enough to feel powerful. Boring money doesn't look rich, but boring money becomes rich. Banks, advertisers, and social media all push the same fantasy: fast money, flashy money, once-in-a-lifetime opportunities. Because excitement creates mistakes. Mistakes create fees. Fees create profit. Boring money does the opposite. It shows up the same way every month. It doesn't care about headlines. It ignores trends. It compounds while you're busy living your life. Boring money looks like automatic investing, cash flowing assets, simple portfolios, repeatable systems, decisions you don't have to think about. No dopamine, no flex, no drama. And that's exactly why it works. Flashy money needs attention. Boring money needs time. Banks quietly depend on people chasing excitement because excitement keeps money moving out of your hands. Wealth grows when decisions are so simple they become boring. The goal isn't to be impressive. The goal is to be inevitable. That's why most wealthy people you'll never notice are calm during chaos, uninterested in hype, patient when others panic, focused on systems, not stories, because boring money compounds quietly, while flashy money burns loudly. And once you realize boring beats brilliant, the final truth snaps everything into place, because it explains why this game is designed to be learned late, not early. Truth number 12, the game is designed to be learned late. A few years ago, I realized that they don't teach money early because informed people ask questions, and questions break systems. But once you see the game, you can't unsee it. And now, neither can you. If this video made you uncomfortable, good, that means you're learning. Comment the words "never broke again" to affirm this in your own life. Share this with someone who's doing everything right, but still feels stuck. Because this channel isn't about hype, it's about clarity. And clarity builds wealth. As a matter of fact, in the next video, I'm breaking down 15 life lessons I promise you'll wish you learned before you hit 40 years old. And once you see these lessons, you'll never look at money the same way again. Just click the video on the screen now, and I'll see you there.